Hello! Because in the sessions to come we're going to get very heavy on the knees and we're going to heavily focus on the knees, I thought today we should go through a little bit of taping for the knees. For those of you that want to add a little bit more stability to your knees, a little bit more of a tactile cue to help with things like proprioception and cortical mapping, so that we feel a bit safer when we do the exercises to come. So let's get down to the knee level. I'm going to show you how you tape them. Okay, so when we tape the knee, we need to make sure that we tape it with our leg extended. Doing it like this will just negate the point of taping it. So if you're going to do this by yourself, it's relatively simple. If you've got somebody else helping you, it's relatively simple. Size wise, we're aiming for roughly from the wrist about half of your forearm-ish. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect, but round about here is going to be an easier size to work with. So I'm going to take our tape, okay, I'm going to tear the top bit, okay, and that's going to act as our anchor point. Peel this bit of the tape off though as well, and just fold it over. It makes our life much easier when it comes to applying it. So pull this part off, so we've got our little anchor point. No tension goes on this point. So we'll straighten the leg. We've got to find that kneecap. So you can see there's Heather's kneecap there. She's going to straighten, and what we're doing is, if there's Heather's kneecap, finishes here, we're going 2 or 3 fingers up from the kneecap, and we're sticking it, oh, just lift that up here, thank you. And we're just sticking it on the side of a quad. There we go. Giving it a little rub to activate the adhesive. Perfect. So we're on the side. The way we're going to pull the tape is around, okay? So we're cushioning this knee joint, okay? So if you're doing it by yourself, put your fingers on there. If somebody's helping you do it, they can just do it. So pull this towards the end anchor point, okay? Hand goes on, and what you're going to do is add about 60 to 70% maximum stretch, okay? So it doesn't have to be really powerful or not at all, just a little bit of tension. Okay, and what we're doing is creating that tension and bringing it around, rubbing it. And you can see, take that off, stick it down, give it a little rub, and it's literally hugging the edge of a patella, the edge of a kneecap, and that support there. This is a nightmare to tape, especially if you're trying to do it yourself, because most of the time the tape's going to crumble. So try and keep it as straight as you can. But with practice, it gets a little bit better. So we're going to do the other side now. So tape comes off, pull it off, bend this bit over, makes our life a bit easier in the long run. And we're starting off on the inside of the thigh. Okay, give a little rub, let the adhesive activate, pull the tape. So we've got the anchor point at the end, which we're going to grab. Hand goes there. Now, this is the one that we really need to focus on, okay? We're going to add a little tiny bit more tension to this side, okay? Give it a pull, rub it around, cross it over. Give it a rub, make sure that adhesive's activated. So there are other ways to tape your knees, which we will go into for when you want to just wear it when you're out and about. But as we're going to be using this tape solely to exercise with, to act as a bit of a tactile cue, it doesn't have to be perfect, and we just want to get the tape on just in the right position, just doing its job that we want. Okay, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Don't worry about, as you see on this side, there's pretty much no creases. On this side, there's a little bit of a crease. Don't worry too much about that. As long as we've got the force, giving a little bit of compression to the knee joint, that is enough tactile stimulus in for your brain to figure out where the joint is. So just take a good look at it, guys. Remember, key points to note is that you need to apply the tape when your foot is in extension, okay? Bringing it down. Cool, perfect, guys. And we'll see you for the next session.